Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
And this is Kart Life TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Kart Life TV in the garage today, and it is completely empty.
I know, it's weird.
It is weird in here. Plenty of room. We could like actually walk around without tripping on things. But there's a reason for that. We got our guy Shaun coming up from Miami. One of our subscribers can be doing a little bit of work on his cart today. Actually, it's probably like a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We got him coming up for a lot of work. Before we got into that, I'm gonna give some shout outs and show you guys some stuff. This one's going out to Bob Thompson in Ohio. He's got a really nice Yamaha Drive 2 that he just did a facelift on with us.
Yeah.
Got some rims and tires, a bunch of other goodies, I think mirrors. He did those Madjax wheels, the Flow Series.
Oh, yeah.
With the Nomad tires, fender flares.
Nice.
New steering wheel, like a nice goosey steering wheel. Cart looks different now. It's definitely better looking than it was before with the old wheels and tires he had on there. So Bob, thank you. If you guys need parts,
thank you so much.
Give us a shout. We'll definitely get you the best deal, and you can ask him.
Definitely.
Concierge service on that.
Yeah.
And in our online store now, we got the new Kart Life sticker. It's a transfer vinyl sticker. We got it in black and white. Check it out on Joe's truck here. It looks great, right?
Yeah, it does.
All right.
I like it.
That's enough of that. Let's get into the video. Today we're working on our buddy Shaun's golf cart, one of our subscribers, bringing up from Miami for a subscriber special.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yep.
What are we doing? Long travel?
Long travel.
Jake's long travel.
Brakes.
Disc brake kit.
Triangle.
Speedometer.
Key.
Digital keypad.
Digital keypad. Side steps.
Side steps. Fender flares.
Fender flares.
I think that's it. But we did a lot of work ahead of time. We got the brakes all prepped for him already. We built the brakes. We built
the lift kit out.
We built the spindles, put the lift kit together, did some modifications, right? Because
Yeah.
he does have that cool Madjax brush guard on there.
Yes.
That we're going to be, you have to modify it to work with the Jake's kit. So what we did was we have one in stock.
mount.
We keep a lot of stuff in stock. We keep long travel kits in stock because we know you guys want them.
Fast. Whoa. What the hell just happened there? It just gave up.
A lot of stuff done. We probably saved about 2 hours of him waiting around for his golf cart be ready. Not a bad place to wait around. Boca's beautiful. I'm sure he's going to go get some food, check out the beach or some of the parks. I think he's coming up with his family. So
nice.
He's on his way now. Should be pulling up pretty soon. Let's go out and meet him and see what we're going to be doing. Come up with the plan.
All right.
Let's go. There it is. Oh, nice seats, dude.
Yeah, it is nice.
What do you think?
That looks good. I like it already. Nice and clean. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Nice looking cart.
You made it.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
How
Shaun.
you doing?
Sean, what's up, man? I'm Mike.
What's up, man?
How you doing? Give me
Good,
the
Shaun.
everything good?
Good, man.
Dude, this looks great.
Yo.
It's gonna look better now.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna hook you up. This thing looks great. We're not used to working on like nice and clean ones like this. Yeah.
Very picky. You know the color. I mean, I'll show you pictures when I bought it.
Yeah.
Like completely standard. So boring.
That's what they all look like.
Oh.
Usually they come off golf courses.
This
one looks nice, dude. You got the good headlights. You got the mod seats. We actually literally just delivered a cart yesterday with the same seats on it.
the same.
Was it a double diamond? I don't know. I think a hex. He's got the hex. He had the hex. I think. Same color with the blue trim. Yeah, the blue is nice. Great.
All
right, let's get it off.
So boring. So go for the first. I got it on February actually. The part. Little by little.
Got the good wheels too.
Yeah, man. I love those.
That's the
ones were on my Easy Go.
That's the bronze, yeah. Or is it the bronze or the gunmetal?
This is the bronze.
The bronze, yeah, they look good.
I thought they were perfect for the blue.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of trick you. They kind of look a little more gold when on the website, right?
Yeah,
They look more gold.
Yeah, then they come like
I got
this.
them, and when I first put them on, I'm like, oh, these are awesome. They're the gold ones. And then, like, the more I had them, I'm like, are they the gold ones?
Real nice, man.
Super, yes, super nice. Something that I was gonna tell you guys. So you see this, the mat jacks?
Yeah.
So they use this bracket, which is from the 10L.
Yeah.
It's like clamp. I don't know what you think. I have
It's
the,
fine.
I have the brackets, you know, but
There's nothing wrong with that.
right,
No.
it's fine.
I would leave them. You could change the screws to stainless if you ever wanted to, but
Stainless, yeah,
just
adjust
pop those
this a
out,
little
look
bit.
good.
But yeah, I mean,
That actually looks pretty good like that.
yeah, it does.
I like it. I don't hate it.
Bought it February, super standard. It's a 2018.
Yeah.
I have pictures. I'll show you some pictures. Maybe you guys can.
Yeah.
post
Send us the
that.
pictures
And
of
then
it
little by
stock.
little, you know, did the wheels, did the lift, the brush guard, completely changed. I had a Roy Powell battery. It was a 52 volt. Changed the battery now. Added the Navitas as well. Speaker, the Sound Extreme sound bar.
Yeah, those are cool.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
The
it's
lights,
nice.
everything. Yeah.
Yep. You got the T-bar up there for it.
The
Mounted
mod
nice.
seat, which I love.
Love the mod seats.
The double take rear seat, badass as well with the cup
Yeah,
holders.
it's really cool. We don't
Yeah.
see a lot of these, to
This
be
is
honest.
Cool. This is super nice.
It's the only one that has this.
Yeah, I like that.
It's kind of cool. You can put your thing, cups holder and
This
stuff.
was super easy. It's made. This cover's made for this seat actually.
Yeah.
You know,
You had to wrap it yourself.
the standard things. You
Yeah.
know, the cooler. This is a pain in the
Hate
ass.
those. Yeah.
Hate those,
Gotta
but
have them.
Gotta have them. Yeah. But yeah.
Cool. And you're down in Miami. You get a big golf cart community down there.
We're in Westchester, by Tropical
Westchester.
Park. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people now
Yeah.
with golf carts.
We were just down in Palmetto Bay,
Palmetto Bay,
Cutler Bay,
definitely,
like a month and a half ago maybe, and
They definitely have a big.
they had a
community.
huge community there. We had a good time. So maybe we'll come down by you one day.
They're growing. Yeah.
Right.
Like yesterday, I saw a girl. She just drove by with a president car
Nice.
and speakers. I'm like, look at her. Okay.
It's awesome. All right, cool. So we're gonna do the on-the-fly mount. Move it up here.
Okay. Awesome.
Run the wire up through. Yeah.
That on the fly mount.
Yeah, it's really
It's
cool.
really cool.
I think it's
Really
better
cool.
on
See
the
the
top.
battery.
Yeah.
Oh, you just put this one in. This is the big boy.
Yeah.
You notice the big difference? 76 volts makes a difference, guys. I'm telling you.
I think it's better for the 600 amp Navitas.
Yeah, you get a lot of draw from that 600
Yeah.
for sure. That's nice.
More miles. Definitely, you notice on the acceleration, it does accelerate more. It's quick.
And you got the good brush guard.
Yeah. I did this.
I like it.
So it had a few scratches on the column. So you notice this? It also had a few scratches on the paint.
Yeah,
So
little wrap
I did
material.
the wrapping. I did the wrapping here. The seam is on the middle here, so you don't see it. But now with all this, you don't see it anymore. But it's a cool touch because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it matches.
I
Yeah.
like that. Actually.
Yeah. So this is a
I
cool
love these steering.
thing,
I
you know,
love these
it's-
steering wheels. Do you want one of our stickers for the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. We'll hook you up.
Awesome. Yeah, this was cool. When I didn't have the cover, it was cool.
Awesome. All right, dude. Well, you go have a good day.
Awesome, bro. Thank you.
We're gonna get to work.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks,
We'll
bro.
catch you later.
All right. Here, you guys will follow me.
All right, guys. Pulled it in and work has begun. Right.
Yep.
Joe is slowly disconnecting, slowly and carefully disconnecting the front suspension of the golf cart. First thing got to do, remove that brush guard. Got it there, taking off that bracket, and we're gonna swap that bracket with the new bracket, which is over there that we already cut. Now, we have a little bit more work to do here because we have to remove this Mad Jack's lift kit. Should probably help Joe by removing the wheels here while he's doing that. But over here, we got some issues already that, well, we're gonna have to figure it out. I think I know what we're gonna do here. So, Shaun wants the on-the-fly mount up here, right? Now, most people, what they do is they bundle the extra wire for the on-the-fly back here, which would be great. But this one is so tight. Like, whoever bundled this up, there's like no slack anywhere on any of these wires. Look, you can't even remove this without disconnecting everything. So what I think I'm gonna do, and because we're awesome, I have this on the fly mount right here. Brand new on the fly that we're using for the airbag cart. Now this one I'm gonna have to cut and extend for the airbag cart anyway. which is not a problem. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal a piece of wire from this and just kind of patch it in and run it up to where the on the fly mount goes, because there's no other way of doing it because it's so tight. I tried to find it back here and it runs, you know, through the harness here, but look at this. There's absolutely no way. And I know the slack is there somewhere. And I went down and looked underneath, and it's dark down there. I can't show you, but the case where the controller is like taped together and super tight back there. So I'm not even gonna mess with that because that's just gonna set us back probably like 2 hours. And we don't have all day here. Well, we have all day, but we only have all day. We don't have tomorrow. So we gotta get this done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it like right here. And then I'm gonna patch in as much cable from this on the fly as I need to run the wire up here. So I'm gonna do that real quick, get that knocked out of the way, and that'll open up room here for hopefully the new gauge that he wants, the speedometer, and also the keypad starter. So I'll be able to knock both those things out, or all three of those things out probably, while Joe is working on the lift kit here. And then we'll probably meet up when I'm done with that for the brakes, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we gotta run all that.
It's a lot.
I got a lot to take apart.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's all good. It's fun. Better than electrical.
This is a nightmare right here. But we're gonna make it happen. That's what we do. So this is a first for me and probably most people. I don't think anyone's probably been brave or dumb enough to just snip a on-the-fly controller wire. But it's like cat wire right there. Look at that. It's a 4 twisted pair right there. So I'm going to cut it and patch it in. There should be no problem. If it is a problem, we'll be running a brand new on the fly all the way back.
You got it. You got it.
All right, so we're about halfway done getting this lift kit off. We just need more room. Tried to get it off without removing the body, but we're gonna have to take the body off. So we unclipped the windshield. It's a really nice one, dude, that club car windshield.
It is really nice.
Really nice. And to get the club car windshield off, you actually have to remove a strut, pull it apart, and slide the thing off. But over here, I got the OTF mounted already. I made a splice, and I got a long cable now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it down here through the loom for the headlight switch, for the light kit. Oh, there he goes, he's got the body. It's a nice body too, by the way. Like, it's nice paint. So I'm gonna run the wire down through this loom, bring it around, and then make another splice down in there where I clipped the OTF originally. So we got a lot of room now in here because we're gonna be putting in a speedometer and a digital keypad starter. Hopefully we can make them fit nice. Let's see how much room we got. It's too bad this is here. So I don't know if the key switch, maybe if I turn it on its side, it'll work, but we'll give it a shot. I have seen people install them sideways and it looks pretty cool. So we're getting there, moving along.
Yep. I need like 2 more inches.
All right, OTF is mounted. We're gonna put a little piece of tiny wire loom here. Typically what I would do with these is run the wire through the light switch, you know, housing like they have on the Mad Jacks ones. There's actual space, but this is the Rocks one. And I took it off to look at it and it's actually completely solid around there, which is a really nice design, but it doesn't allow me to run the wire for the OTF through it. So we just have to come over it. This is where the splice was right here. Nice and clean with some heat shrink, and we're gonna just wrap that in a little bit of wire loom just to make it disappear.
Nice.
And you got that lift off.
Yep.
And it's time to start installing the Jake's Long Travel. And what I'm gonna do is make that other splice.
Yeah, that took me an hour to get that off. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a long time.
But I take the body, the windshield, the strut.
It's all right.
added to it, but it's fine.
Getting there.
It's part of life.
All right, I'm gonna keep doing some electrical. All right, so here is the wire we ran down from the on the fly. It's here. Here's the place where we cut off. The one that was in here, and I removed it from this bundle, this ridiculously, extremely tight bundle of wires down there. That's crazy. I know it seems nice when you're doing it because you're like, oh yeah, everything's nice and tight. But then if anyone or you or anybody else has to work on it, it's a freaking nightmare. But no problem. I'm gonna actually make this place right here in the dash. And then while I'm up here, I'm going to figure out exactly where we're gonna put the starter and the speedometer. Maybe see if I could get the speedometer here nice and tight, and then I could fit the starter there. I guess I gotta grab them and unbox them and see what's what. How many of these have you done?
A lot.
Still reading instructions.
Well, because when I don't, I go out of order and then I screw myself later.
I love this kit. So this thing is great, guys. This kind of slides over the front of the frame.
It's supposed to.
Well, I think when you take those old ones off, they kind of like spring apart a little bit. But it's super, I mean, as many problems as we have with the Jake stuff, their lift kit is the best.
It is.
100%. It's completely serviceable.
It's worth the aggravation.
It's super heavy duty steel. I mean, their welds are pretty good. Like, look at the welds on this thing. This particular product is excellent. And it looks, you know, I just was kind of looking at the hardware here, Joe.
Yeah.
It looks like everything's here, from what I could tell.
Yeah,
I see castle nuts. I see the shock mounts. I see all the bolts. I even see the cotter pins, which they like to leave out sometimes. So, we're doing good. Joe's already got the little steering extension mounted on there. There it is. It bolts right on, right?
Yep. I don't have it tightened down because we'll have to move it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's gonna have to get adjusted and stuff, but it's really cool. One other cool thing about this kit, and I know you guys have seen this installing before, it comes with its own steering rack. That's part of the expense in these things, is the extended steering rack, because this does kick the width of the golf cart out almost 5 feet, right?
Yeah. 57 inches. I just measured it to make sure it fits on his trailer in the way.
Barely gonna fit. 60 inches is 5 feet, so it kicks it out to 57. So you have an inch and a half on each side to spare when we stick this thing on there. That's nuts. And these wheels, they're sweet. All right, back over here. I'm about to make my splice, guys. There it is. I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'll be able to move on to everything else. I probably would have had the electrical done by now. I was planning only 2 hours for electrical, but we'll see. This took about over an hour just to do it on the fly because of this, whoever installed this stuff, but no big deal. Someone will have to work on top of my stuff one day.
No, they won't. That's the difference between us and them. We think about the next person.
All right, well, I could finally move on to something else because my splice is done. And the OTF controller, are you okay?
Yeah, my back's shot.
Joe's getting old, guys.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any of that like extra padding around anymore. That used to keep him comfortable when he was working on the ground. Now he's all skin and bone. But this is done here. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I guess it's a $150 mistake, and we'll be driving to Miami to put a OTF in like 3 days from now. But it should be fine. My guess is it's fine. We're gonna we'll tuck this in here nice and neat when we're all done, because we do have some more electrical to do here. Now we got to figure out exactly where we're gonna mount everything, and hopefully we could reuse this plate. I guess we'll find out soon. Here, how you doing?
Good. Well, honestly, it's pretty much, not close to done, but kind of close.
It's getting there. Getting putting the A-arms on now, huh?
Yep.
Nice, dude.
Finishing it up. Looks like there's a lot of parts left, but there's really not.
Yeah, well, I got some good news over here. I think we got a good plan for the starter. So this is cool. This is actually going to work without having to change the faceplate. I was going to go try and either make one out of acrylic and paint it black for him, or I know I have a silver one somewhere, but I think the starter actually looks really good right like that, and you still have access to both the screw holes there. It's kind of out of the way. People do mount these vertically sometimes. It's a cool look actually. So we're gonna put that there, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come right here to the edge of this hole and go that way and make a 2-inch hole here for the speedometer to go next to the battery gauge. And then the only other thing we'll have is this one little hole here, and you can either plug that, probably just put a plug in it for now, or if he has another accessory down the road, he's got a space to mount it right there. All right, so wiring up the key switch, and check that out, guys. It looks really good right there. That happy with that, especially because we're tight on room. So that actually is kind of exciting that it fits so good right there. In here, they hook up really easy. The red and black wire, that's 12-volt power, and we have that right here. So we're gonna splice this to power the electric key switch. The blue and green wire, that's the key switch, the actual trigger for the key switch. That's actually this green and blue wire right here. And this key switch that Shaun had in the golf cart actually had a pigtail on it that plugged into here. So I'm gonna free these 2 wires here, plug them in the back, splice the black and red wire here from our 12-volt power, and run it over. And while I'm in there, I'll probably also splice the 12-volt power for the speedometer, just so I have it ready to hook up when we get that thing installed also. So I'm gonna do that right now. Check on Joe over here. What do you got going on?
I gotta take this back off.
Jump the gun.
Well, I followed the directions.
Yeah, directions. Jake's directions are no good. All right, guys. So there we are. Joe's banging down there, trying to do something. What are you doing? Something with the working on getting the shocks in there on the A-arms. We'll go back to that in a second, but this is what we did to split our wires, guys. We the ground and the power both here have quick disconnects on them. This is a spade and that one's a bullet. So what I did was I got a larger bullet connector, spliced 3 wires off of each one of these, and now we have 3 grounds and 3 powers coming off of our 12-volt lead, which is great. From here, we'll be able to connect this one here with the inline glass fuse goes into our USB down there. We have one for our key switch and one for the speedometer, which isn't in yet, and then obviously a ground for each one. All right, dude. Joe, you got a lot done here. Lift kit is on, of course, dealing with a bunch of Jake stuff, which is typical, but it's on. It looks good. We got our spindles mounted for our brakes. Those look nice.
Yeah.
And we're working on the bracket now for the Magix brush guard, and we forgot to cut something.
Yep.
No problem.
Yeah.
We gotta cut that middle piece out, guys, right there.
Go.
Joe's working on that now. I'm gonna run over here real quick and show you what we're working on here, because I got the speedometer mounted where the on the fly used to be. We got the keypad starter mounted right there. The only little thing we have is that hole, and I'm in the process of wiring it up, and I know it looks real messy right now, but we're gonna make sure everything works before we clean it up. And over here, this is a brand new battery. So he just replaced this with the 76 volt. It was a 48 like a day ago. Now it's 76. So he's really putting it in to this golf cart. But what was happening here, I wasn't getting 12-volt power up here unless the key switch was on, which is a major issue if you're using an electric starter, because that always needs power to work, right? So what we did was we overrode it, and I called Shaun to make sure it was okay. Overrode it and hooked the green wire, which is the trigger wire that turns this box on. This is the 12 volt, you know, converter, takes the 76 volt power, drops it down to 12. When you turn the battery on now, it sends power through this green wire and triggers this to turn on. So when the battery turns on, that's when we're gonna have all the accessories turn on. That noise was Joe slamming the door, walking outside, because he has to make some more cuts, which I know he hates doing, but this is coming around nicely here. We got our spindles on with our brakes welded to it already, which is great. The new Jake shocks, and the lift kit's ready to rock and roll. But I will tell you, Jake's doesn't make this stuff easy. If you guys don't know what you're doing with these sometimes, man, you'll be here all day. We got action here. Mounted the new gauge cluster. Looks pretty good. Had one hole from the on the fly right there that we just plugged it with a Christmas tree for now, and Shaun wants to put something else there in the future. No problem. I'm gonna give it a test now. Just gonna hit the battery, turn it on, get the green light. Things are powering up. There we go. And right now the GPS speedometer, the numbers clicking there. They're just looking for a signal, but since we're in the garage, it's not gonna pick that up. But everything looks good. Keypad works. Yep, we're good. Just hold that down to turn it off. And Joe's back. Oh my God.
It's a little warm outside.
I can't believe we missed that the other night.
I know, I didn't even think about it, but it's what it is.
It is what it is.
Paint's drying. Get her back on here. Be done with the front end here in a couple minutes.
That's good, and we can start putting it back together.
Yep. I think the body can go back on.
Yeah, just wait, let's get the lift kit all the way done. We gotta pull the floor though to do the brakes next.
Yeah.
I guess while you're finishing up the lift kit, I'll do the triangle.
All right.
Right?
Yep.
So.
And we'll bang out the brakes together, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, oh, got my light on my camera here. Wow, cool. So this is it's a little tight back here because I'm working in the back of the garage, and we have air conditioning. I don't want to open the door because we'll die, but this is the double take seat, and it's got like this tray and the grab bar and all this stuff up here. It's really neat, and we're gonna mount the triangle here. I'm just gonna hold it up so I can show you guys what it's gonna look like, but I think that's like the best spot. Something like that right there. And I think since it's like a nice wide area, I'm gonna put the screws for this on the outside of the lights. Typically I put them on the middle here, but I think if we put them on the outside, we're gonna get like a really, really nice install, and it'll be a lot stronger too. This is not metal, it's plastic. We thought it was metal, so instead of using the rivet nuts, which we would normally use, we're gonna through bolt it with some nice stainless steel nuts and then put a lock nut and washer on the back. Stainless steel, of course. We'll have no rust with our plastic triangle. This is all stainless hardware when we build these anyway. You can see that we do that. Then I'm gonna drill a little hole right here. 3/8 probably is what I typically drill. And drop the wire down. And then pull the tail light like I typically do. And splice in the wires. And that should be it. So first thing gotta do, mark our holes, drill our holes, mark our holes here, drill our holes, mount the triangle, and then we're gonna run the power after that. Pretty easy.
All right, he's finishing it up. Well, finishing up mounting it.
Yeah, just making sure we're as level as we can get. It's hard with plastic stuff, you know.
Yep.
But I think that's it. I think this is the first time installing it on a double take, and had to make a little bit of adjustments to the plastic. No problem, just to make sure we got like the cleanest install possible. But it looks pretty good.
All right.
I'm shaking here.
Hold on, let me change sides.
Oh yeah, I'm just tightening. But that's done. That's mounted. These are awesome, guys. We have these in our online store. They're $165 and we ship them for free.
Well worth it.
Yeah, really cool.
They're
it's
awesome.
a really nice look. So it's mounted now, and I just got to drill hole right here, run the wire down, connect it over here, and then we'll be done with this part of the install. It's getting like a long day all of a sudden.
I know, I'm shaking.
Yeah, gonna get. What's going on?
Oh, the light just kicked on.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna wire this up now, and then I guess what do we have to do? Brakes, and fender flares, and test drive it.
Yep.
So, all right, cool.
All right. I think so.
Just came up front real quick to check out what Joe had going on here, and he successfully mounted the Jake's long travel lift kit with the brake spindles that we weld ourselves.
Oh yeah.
And the Mad Jack's brush guard. This is probably the second one in the world.
First one's 11.
First one's in the driveway. This is the second one in the world.
Yep.
Not meant to happen. A lot of modifications to get this kit to work. But
2 major cuts.
all right, I gotta get to wiring, or else we're never gonna get this done. What was your major cuts?
Gotta cut that out, and that, and that.
Just to get that to fit.
Just to get it to fit. But it's tight, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's good. All right, guys, we got the wire ran. And before I go any further, I just want to show you guys something. Look how thick the aluminum is here. This is like, I'm gonna say 3/16 inch thick tubing. This is like, I think the Mad Jax ones are 1/8, Joe. This thing, the aluminum on this frame is thick as hell. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Drilling it, I had to hog through it with the drill bit. It was crazy, but anyway, the wires ran. I got it right down here. I'm going to run it up and splice it into the light now. Then we're gonna give our triangle here a test, but it should just take a minute or two. And then on the back here, I'm gonna clean all this up, loom it real nice, and stick it behind here, and it'll just disappear. It's gonna look really nice when it's done. I'm a big fan of this seat kit. Really nice. All right, guys, so we tested our triangle here and it works. However, these lights only have 3 wires and we're not getting any breaks out of them. So we do have to check the brake switch and the fuse. Maybe there's an issue with that there. But this does work, looks great. Still have to loom up the wire. I'm gonna probably do that right now while Joe's just finishing up in the front here, but we got the body back on. And it's looking really nice. I like the color, man. That navy blue with the blue seats reminds me of, or with the brown seats reminds me of a cart we know. It's kind of like yours. Looks good. Yeah, gotta do the brakes now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean up, take a quick break, clean up the floor because we do have to remove the floor here to do the brake kit. We're probably the best in the world at Jake's brake kit.
Yeah, we're the only people know how to do it.
I know. So we're gonna do that, and then while we're in there, we're gonna try to diagnose the brake light problem. But everything is working. We got this thing going. The antenna is on now, and the GPS is reading 0 miles per hour. The steering rack is not hooked up, so we have to do that still too. Just noticed.
Part of the alignment.
And things are looking good. I think we're coming towards a hopefully an end if these brakes go smooth.
They should.
They should. We just did them the other day, and there was no problem. And this is not a gas cart, so there's plenty of room to mount that little reservoir in here. So, looking good, guys. Looking good. These are the worst, guys. Ugh. It's always so nasty under here.
It's wet.
Like, it's disgusting usually. All right, so there it is. There it is. And it's gross in there as usual. So to do the brakes, guys, what you do, you have to undo this linkage here, insert a little metal block that comes with the brake kit, install a plate here that carries a little master cylinder, and then run brake cables out that way towards the front of the golf cart. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna rock and roll with this now. Probably the hardest part of the brake kit here. I'm not sure what he's doing. What's going on? Oh, the brackets.
My favorite thing in the world.
Forgot all about those. So we're doing the side step brackets too while we're at it here. I'm gonna start working on the brake kit though, because we got pretty much everything else done except for the fender flares, which we're gonna do last. Triangle's done. Tail lights are back on. We fixed the brake lights. We just had a loose wire that we found, but they went on, no problem. Triangle is done. Just gotta loom it still, I know. A lot of little last minute things we're gonna be doing to get this cart out of here tonight. Brake kit though. So here's the plate. We gotta mount that. It goes in like this. Master cylinder gets attached there. But before we do that, we have to disconnect the linkage here. I'm gonna do that real quick. Then I'm gonna get this thing on there. Then I'm gonna get this thing in there. I'm gonna get the master cylinder mounted, brake lines ran, and the calipers on those brackets right there. Joe's legs are in the air. I kind of see him through the hole here. There's his head, guys. Hey.
What's up?
Here we go. Disconnected the brake linkage. This was a bear because it was like so corroded inside there. what you do, take this nut off, right? Because that's gonna have to go back on. And then what you do is you take this and you thread it on to this rod here. And this rod is 1/2 inch bolt down there, and you put another wrench here. So it takes 2 wrenches to take this apart, and you just back it off. Kind of awkward, but this red mark here, that's where this rod needs to go back into this linkage when I'm done, to make sure that the brakes in the rear are set exactly where they were when we left off. You get that one on, dude? You've been banging over there for a while.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's check it out.
It's on. It's not tightened because we can't tighten it because it won't fit on his trailer.
Yeah, we got to take that off before he goes. But yep, there it is.
I'm going to try this side
Okay.
quickly, and then you can get back to the brakes.
Oh, so I can't finish the brakes now.
Take me 2 seconds. Well, it's going to take me 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Do we believe him, guys?
No.
These Magics, this is the bronze, guys. Look how cool that looks. That bronze.
Dude, this one fits perfect.
That one fits perfect.
And I'm not understanding.
Other one, you
Like, I had to beat the snot out of the other side. This one goes right on.
because golf cart.
That's how it should fit, though.
Cool.
All right. Done. Side steps.
Check.
And you got an extra bracket. I put the new one on.
There's a new bracket on the other side?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. So I get back to the brakes now. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take this piece here, and it kind of just, oops, backwards. Kind of goes on like that, right? And eventually you'll get to some threads. So you can see the threads in there. And it threads in. So I'm going to have to put the phone down because this is like a two-handed thing. But you can see it's already right there and it's threading in. I'm going to thread it all the way back. Then I'm going to reattach the rod to this. And before that, actually, we're going to just kind of get this plate in there too. So what we have to do is we have to mount the master cylinder in there. It goes on those 2 studs. Put this linkage back together. Make sure everything's moving. Run the brake lines through down to here, and then we'll be able to get this brake kit complete too. This is like, I said it the other day, and I always say it when we do these brake kits. This is a 9 out of 10 installation project here. Everything else in the world, all this electronic stuff here, could do this stuff all day long, no problem. Brake kit, that's a big job. All right, gotta keep moving though. All right, so we got the master cylinder mounted, and we got the brake cables ran down towards the front. No big deal. We have to secure this now. What I usually do is you push it up flat against this plastic thing, and the front of this up against the ridge there on the pedal mechanism. And I run a self driller, a big fat one, right down through there. And then we usually drill and rivet that one there. And that gives you enough pressure to keep this thing in place. That's pretty much all we do to keep that in place. Then we're gonna hook back our linkage and connect that little block that we threaded on to the rod. We're gonna through bolt it here. I know they give you like a clevis pin. I don't like using that, it's a pain in the butt. I just like putting a through bolt there. Then we got to, oh, Joe's doing it now. Gonna mount our hubs on the spindles right there. Then we're gonna connect our calipers, our brake lines, hook up our little reservoir down in here. There's a little nipple here. We're gonna run a little rubber hose for brake fluid into there. Then we're gonna bleed the system, make sure we have brakes, and then put the fender flares on.
Yep.
Doing good.
And we're done.
Then we're done. And we get to take it for a test drive. All right, there it is, guys. So you just want to make sure your brake wires are out of the way. But look, you can see when we press on the brake pedal, the master cylinder piston is moving in and out. This is adjustable down here, so if you need more tension, you can just play with the nuts. You like that joke? Yeah, and you can get more throw on it, but it's usually pretty good in the stock position. Here's this little cover here for this nipple. Gonna pop that off. Gonna add the little rubber tube to it. Run it up here. Mount our reservoir. Then we're going to install our calipers and bleed them. We're close. Check out that sticker behind your head. That does look nice.
It's a cool sticker.
It's a cool sticker. All right, let's get this done. almost there, guys. Boom. There it is, guys. Got our brake fluid reservoir. It runs down there into a hole past the battery. Right there. I'm gonna put these calipers on now. Those hubs look good. This is the 6110 hub. Got to make sure you have that so the studs fit perfectly, recessed in the back. The stock hubs, I don't know where they are, but this cart did not have them. Rest in peace to those wherever they went.
They're on.
Oh, they're in the back. Oh, they came off with the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I just took them off.
All right, cool. All right, so going to mount the calipers now and make sure we got fitment. Should be good though. Looks good.
Looks great.
Okay, so that's what it should look like. Of course, this is our 100th brake video, so we're very good at it now. But you can see that the hub is all the way on, and the disc is nice, and the pads have movement in between them. That's exactly what you want. That way when the piston, and you can see the piston back in there, the piston works, presses the brakes together, and boom, you have brake pressure. Awesome. So I'm gonna go put the other side on real quick. Right there. And then we're gonna hook up the brake lines and bleed this thing, right?
Yep.
All right, guys, get the calipers on. Looking good, looking good. Joe's working on some preliminary stuff for the alignment. I'm gonna hook up the brake cables now. I'm gonna throw some fluid down into the reservoir and let it kind of work its way down before we bleed them. And then probably start the fender flares while he's doing some alignment stuff before we bleed these guys. But we're nearing the end. Got some cleanup to do, got some tying to do, got to tie up some zip ties and things. But Shaun's cart is, gotta loom that. Said it 16 times today. But it's going pretty good. This cart's looking nice. That's it. When we get this last wheel on, we'll be able to bleed those brakes, lock down those cables. Got our custom Cart Life steering wheel cap there. And these OTF things, I didn't mention it before, we have them in the online store. They're 40 bucks. They're really cool. Got plenty of them left.
Selling fast though.
They are, dude. We sold 3 the other day, which is wild. They're really cool. Love those. We're getting close here. I feel like we've been getting close for a while.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, guys, got the brakes all bled out here. They work good. Yeah, they look cool, dude. I love the way the disc brake looks on this thing with the long travel.
Yeah.
It's so sick. All right, last thing we gotta do. Well, we gotta put the floor back in, for one. Let's get our little janky brake fluid funnel out of here. Gotta put the floor back in. A couple little things to zip tie. Underneath here, we have the GPS antenna wire. I saw that loose fuse box that showed up that way, so we'll zip tie that too under here. So let me show you guys. This is the antenna for the GPS speedometer. I always kind of stick them there because they work. Well, for one, there it's kind of shielded from the weather. 2, they need to hit the satellite quickly when you start the golf cart, so I always put them there. It's a good spot for them. Bled the brakes, got the brake cables secured. There's this weird fuse boxes, like those little club car ones. They're right there. Newer golf carts have them up front, so they're easy to get to, I guess, but that's where they put them. I'm just gonna zip tie those down so we have no issues when Shaun's riding. Got plenty of fluid in our reservoir for the brakes. Back here, we're done with the triangle. Man, this thing is looking like we're almost done.
Thank God. Tired.
It's been a long day.
Good day.
Yeah, it was a great day. It's fun doing this kind of stuff on like a newer golf cart with no rust on it.
No rust and no dirt.
The only place we had an issue with any kind of corrosion was down in here, and that's normal just because water splashes up in there and steel and everything. But we'll get that cleaned up. I'm gonna put the floor back in now, take this thing outside, put the flares on it, get it aligned, make sure everything works, and we'll go from there. What's that? You wanna go get drunk?
Oh, I said go home and get drunk.
I am home. You're basically home too.
I know.
I'm getting hungry. Man, that's a nice battery. All right.
Getting hungry. It only takes us 10 hours to get hungry.
I know, it's weird. Eat once a day. Not healthy, but whatever. It is what it is. Man, you gotta put the sticker on the triangle too.
Yep.
I love putting things back together.
Yeah. Sometimes.
All right, get these fender flares out and get them on now. Where's that box? All right, guys, so we usually put the fender flares on with stainless steel screws. Sean's got like everything blacked out, so we're gonna use the black screws that come with it. No problem, it'll still look nice. Gonna start with the back here since Joe's working on getting the front all hooked up. We usually start at the front of the back wheel and work our way towards the back to make sure everything is nice and snug when putting these things on. Fairly easy job, should only take a minute. Right?
Yep. Final touches.
Yeah, finally.
Oh. You said.
Goes.
You said.
Put these a little bit more forward than I normally put them on, because with the Jake's kit, when you get passengers and heavy people on the sides, sometimes they'll rub.
Yep.
So just kind of go about maybe an inch further on the front here and put the back in the same spot, and then just it'll kind of just seat itself where it needs to go.
Yep.
They look great.
It's a must.
Yeah, dude, they look so dorky if you don't have flares, especially with the big lift kit. And Shaun was cool. He already had the right spacers on
Yes.
the back, so he's got a 2-inch on the back, I think. So it matches pretty close to the front there. Looks good.
Yeah, it does. All right, get the last one in. Do the front.
Yeah, take this puppy outside.
Take it for a spin, and then alignment.
Ugh. Fender flares on. Oh, give you a hand here. The seat. I like these mod seats, dude. Where we go? I know. Just turned it on.
Yeah, turn the battery on.
We got all systems go. All systems are go. It's looking that way. That's nice. All right, you ready to pull it out?
Just ready to sit down.
Don't get too comfy. I'm sure you'll be under it again in a minute.
What's the code?
1, 2, 3, 4.
It does fit out in the garage, right?
Yeah, I drove it right in. Brakes work. Oh yeah.
Back's locked up.
The fronts were definitely engaging, dude. That thing did an endo.
I turned the whole way down. I'm not doing that again.
I missed it. You got to do it one more time.
Dude, that was scared the crap out of me.
Hit it.
Man. I don't even want to do it.
Come on. Guys, this cart has so much freaking power.
The torque is dumb.
So much power. Whoa.
I don't know if you want to put that on camera. You have to let off and it slams down.
Yeah.
Dude. That ain't right.
Guys, this thing is sick. Okay, so Joe had to run inside and change his underwear.
Oh my god.
So we just got to work on the alignment. Everything else is done, and it looks awesome. What an awesome transformation for a Sunday. It looks really good. Like, really good. Really liking the navy blue with the seats, with the kit, with the flares, with all the little goodies we put on it.
Yep.
Man, it looks nice. Got our triangle. It's looking nice. Ready for a license plate. Pretty sure that's coming down the road. I think he said he wanted to do that too. But not bad for a day's work over here in old Boca Raton, huh?
No, not at all. I had to take the top out that way a little bit. So, I don't know what they're called.
Camber.
Yeah, it's had to, you have to take the kingpin out and then just push that out a little bit. And then you put the square on it and it squared it up. Depending on which paper I go to. I like this one better. But once it bounces too, it settles in a little bit.
Once it bounces?
Yeah, once you...
Like from a 4 foot height, like dropping it?
Yeah. Thank God you get the long travel on it. Jesus. That's sick. That's just sick. You need a spark plate for under the
wheelie bar.
The seat. So when
you know what's scary, Joe?
Yeah.
You know what's scary?
What's that?
That one.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how ridiculous that's gonna be. So the top has to come out on this side too. What the hell's it got?
Locked it in. Locked it in. Shaun just showed up. Handed us that D-ring there to throw in. It's a little final touch on the golf cart. What do you think, dude?
I think it turned out great. It's awesome.
It turned out great. It's fast as hell.
Stupid fast.
It's got so much power. And now it's got the full Jake's treatment with the Magic's front end. It's looking really good.
You need that Magic's front end when the front tires come this high off the ground.
You really do. It holds you down a little bit. But the brakes work great. Alignment's good. Our triangle's on the back.
Yeah, man. Stickers on.
And it's just about done. And perfect timing because
they're ready to go.
They just pulled up and they're ready to go. So.
And I'm ready to go.
Joe's tired.
I'm tired.
It was a long day.
It is. This is a 3-day job.
It was a 3-day job in one day. Knocked it out.
And we're not cleaning up the garage.
We're not?
Not me.
I'm going to start working on the airbag cart when you go home.
You have fun with that.
Someone's got to finish it.
I'm going to go home and try to stand up straight.
All right, cool. Well, let's let them know. Hey, Shaun, I think we're all done here. It is a nice blue. It's a beautiful cart.
Now this came out super nice.
Yeah, real nice. You picked good stuff too, man. You did not cheap out on this golf cart. You got the
everything we
would have
picked.
Maintenance guy.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
No, you gotta do it right.
You gotta do it right.
And you gotta do it with the right people.
If you're gonna, thank you, man. That means a lot. We appreciate that. It looks, you picked out the right seats. You got the right cart, first of all. You got a club car.
That's a start.
That's a start.
It's never going to go bad. It's going to run forever.
And it's a tempo.
And you want to know something? You have the second one in the world.
That has that brush guard.
The second long travel with that brush guard.
Customized.
The first one, you know where the first one is? It's right over there.
I know. That process was insane. No, this is legit.
I love this.
This looks legit.
I love these with the long travel. That's my favorite front end right there. The tempo with this brush guard and the long travel. That's how I would.
Oh, you guys did.
That looks amazing.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Love the flares.
The flares, you need the flares. All right. Well, that's awesome, man. We appreciate you coming up.
No, bro. Appreciate
Yeah, we
guys.
definitely appreciate it.
And reflect in the back, that's legit.
It's clean.
That's legit. Yep.
It's clean.
And the way they run the cable, you can't even see it right here.
And you guys never done this one.
No, this is the first time we
I
put it on a
actually
double
really
take
like
seat,
that.
and it actually fits really nice. And what's cool about it was I was able to like spread the mounting points out, so you get a real nice mount on it. And it's easy to hide the cable, of course.
You guys,
we go down.
You guys sleeve that it's super clean down here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's super nice. Yeah.
Yep. Went up, went behind the taillight. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It does look really good, man.
Put
Good
in
luck with
wire
it.
loom, so it's not like hanging out or anything.
Yeah,
So you don't
everything's
have bare
good.
wire. Not
And
bare
you're ready
wire.
for a license plate, man. So when you're ready,
I gotta do the.
you got to tag and title it.
He buzzes my ass. You have to get pulled
Nice to have
over.
Somebody that does that around with
We
you.
do
Yeah,
it. We do
it's
it.
so- yeah, it's so expensive though. And it's,
All right, man. So what do you think?
Bro, insane.
I think so.
Badass, love it.
Well, you can thank Joe. He wrenched hard on it today. I do all the wimp work.
You guys
he
busted
does
me.
all the stuff.
We did. We busted our ass today. We
He
did 3
does
days
all the
worth of
stuff
work.
that I don't want to do. So.
No.
It's good. It's good, man.
I'll just
Well, good luck with it.
picture myself.
If you need anything, you hit us up.
Love it.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, we would.
That was awesome.
There she goes.
It was a good day.
It was a great day.
It's nice when they leave happy, right?
Yes, oh, of course. It was super clean. It's nice to actually. Well, I'm dirty, but I'm always dirty.
Good. Now let's get to work on this airbag cart.
All right, you get up. You get right on that.
Long day. Long day, but Shaun left happy. Dude, thank you for coming down.
Yeah,
it was
thank
a
you.
lot of fun. It was great to meet you and the family, and your cart's awesome, man. It came out great. Awesome long travel. Jake's kit on there, disc brakes, fender flares, removed the on the fly, gave you that. What? Speedometer,
Triangle, speedometer,
Dude,
key, punch key.
that's right. Fresh alignment. You're all set, man.
Alignment.
Cart looks great.
Brakes.
Fit on the trailer, dude. You're in good shape. It was a great day.
That much on both sides.
We love doing the subscriber specials. That was
Yes, we
that was
do.
awesome. So if you guys want us to work on your golf cart, hit us up, especially if you're local. Just drop it off, man. Happy to put parts on for you. We hooked Shaun up with a Jake's lift kit. Didn't even have to wait for it, right?
Nope.
1 week later, he had it on the golf cart. That's awesome. That's gonna wrap it up for today, guys. If you like these videos, you want to see more Cart Life TV, make sure you subscribe right here. Got a lot of stuff coming up, including more work on this crazy airbag. Because Joe right here just picked up a lot of stuff from Powder Coat.
Yes, I did.
That could only mean one thing.
More work.
More work. But it's gonna be awesome. That lithium Rhino 76 volt, 170 amp
I
battery,
can't
dude.
even
Wait till you guys
imagine.
see the electrical work we did last week on this. Next episode, we're gonna go through some updates on that cart. And
From the car we just drove, I can't even imagine what that thing's gonna be like.
it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be
Oh my
sick.
gosh.
But you're driving it, so I hope you got your.
I got it.
You got your crash test suit ready. So.
I'll feel a little better when it's ours, not someone else's, and we're doing wheel stands this high.
That's insane. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, guys. Make sure you check out lowspeedliving.com. Got all kinds of awesome hats, shirts, golf cart accessories, free stickers with every order. Check it out, lowspeedliving.com. If you guys want golf cart parts, make sure you hit us up directly on our website. We'll get you the best prices in the country.
For
Guaranteed.
sure.
Especially if you send us a quote, we'll beat it and get it to you in like 1 or 2 days. Right?
Yeah, man,
That's
definitely.
it. Catch you soon.
Peace.